Okay, we're on. So who we have here now is Jhakeem and Kyra from Credit Kleanse. Thank you guys for hopping on this video interview. You know that we're trying to help residents and other local business owners in Killeen and surrounding Bell counties. So if you can, go ahead and start off. And I don't, it doesn't matter who, but go ahead and start off about telling us about your company. We'd like to like, a little background and then where you are right now.
Okay.
Okay, so my name is Jhakeem Chambers, and I am one half of the Credit Kleanse team.
I'm Kyra, the other half.
So what initially got us into credit repair is we used a company, and it cost us $4,200, I believe, to get our credit repaired. And that's a substantial amount of money. It is worth it because we did see the value in credit and what it can do for us as far as purchasing a home, purchasing vehicles, you need it for insurance, and all of those things. So that's great. But while we actually were going through the process, we had very poor communication. And for us to make such a large investment, we felt like it should be some one, communication, and two, education. It's like I still didn't know anything about credit. Mm-hmm. And that really bothered me. And that showed us that there's actually a need. We're not the only people that go through this. Right. So at that point, we started our journey to actually just master credit, just to find out every single thing that we can. And the more we learn, the more excited we got to potentially share this with other people.
Right. So our biggest thing is like education. Not only do we want to help you cleanse that credit, we also want to we also want to make sure that you understand exactly how credit works once you're finished with our program.
Yes, because a lot of times, when people want a credit repair, all it is filling out paperwork, and they rely on the company to kind of, get everything done. But I'm sure there's questions out there that clients will probably ask when they, approach you. One of the things are like, prices, right? Because you mentioned about the prices. I mean, over $4,000 is a lot, especially when you're your credit is already bad.
Right.
Paying over $4,000 when I don't even have the credit to really get this thing done.
Right.
So there's going to be questions like that as far as prices. There's going to be things like money back guarantees. Can you guarantee a certain score? Things like that. So I mean, what can you say about things like that when clients come in and ask you these questions as far as their credit score, how long it takes, what is their involvement in getting their credit score improved? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. When it comes to as far as like the pricing, we have our pricing. If you go to creditkleanse.com, you can go to the pricing tab and it will show you we have a smaller package for those that don't have much on their credit, that they need less inaccurate or negative, that's impacting, their credit profile in a negative way. And this starts off at $200. And our biggest package right now is our gold package, which is the starting price is $300, and then it's $129 a month. So we try to make sure that it's affordable for everyone, not like we did. That was a big investment.
You learn on your own, and you don't want to pass that.
Yes.
And also, we really love to work with future home buyers. So if a future home buyer comes to us, and we actually have a special program for those guys. You can start our program, and it's $1,000 flat fee, but we partner with a realtor that'll actually reimburse you that full $1,000 once you close with them. So
it's different programs out there.
That's wonderful. In fact, I visited your Facebook page, and I saw there was a $400,000 purchase, or so that is wonderful. Especially like I said, you watch CNN, you see people living out in the streets, because they can't, their credit is not too great. What are you right now? Is there anything in addition that you're offering? Any clients that come to you?
Yes, we also have, which is our 90-day money back guarantee. So if like no changes at all have happened in the first 90 days, we actually refund you what what you paid for when you come into our program. We do get asked a lot, how long does it take? um, we're not able to give you we cannot say like, oh, it's going to be 30 days, oh, it's going to be 45 days. When we send off a dispute, what you have to realize is that the bureaus have 30 to 45 days, but right now they actually have 15 more days, so it's more like 45 to 60 days to reply back to what we send out.
And that is by law.
Yes. So it's not like, we're not at the bureaus. We can't say, oh, it's going to be removed in this amount of time. And anyone that's wants to tell someone that they can in an exact amount of time, they need to run.
Yes, no one can guarantee you that you can have a certain score. It's just no way to guarantee that. Credit score is broken down into 5 factors. It's based on your personal payment history, your personal utilization, your credit age, your hard inquiries, and I'm missing one more.
You said
credit age,
oh gosh,
utilization, payment history,
credit mix.
Yeah, your credit mix.
Okay.
So no two reports are the same, so I can't guarantee someone they'll have a 700. But what I can guarantee you is if you if you make your data the correct way, if you build it how we tell you to, you will have desired results. You will get those approvals for, like our one client, that $400,000 home. You will get approvals for credit card, low interest credit cards, and car loans. And not only that, we'll actually teach you how to go about these things. We'll educate you in the home buying process. So you're not going into it blind. You're not stuck with those questions like what if and how long. We're going to tell you all of these things. Recently, we had a client that actually purchased a car. He had magnificent credit, but he didn't understand that with his credit brought power. So we taught him that you don't pay 8%. At the max, you're going to pay 4% with that credit.
And he walked away with a 3% interest rate on a car. And he was like, oh, wow, even though I had those scores, I still didn't know the power I held behind those scores. So that's the thing too, the education part. People don't realize what like a 740, a 760 can do for you.
Okay, that is a lot to learn. And even just the buying process, purchasing a home, the entire buying process with that, purchasing a car, any of these big items, ticketed items, these are really crucial, to get your credit repaired for these types of things, especially in an unknown economy, especially where we're going. So that's good. I'm glad that you guys are doing this. And I think, you focus on education. I think, when people learn more about how to improve their scores, it can become more of a kind of like, I guess I can say more of a lifestyle, because
yes.
To not just spending what you have, not just opening up credit cards and maxing it out, but how to utilize it properly.
Yes, we have clients that have already finished out of our program, and they still will give us a call or a text to say, should I do this? Should I not?
That's good. That's really good. Yeah, because they want to make sure that they don't destroy what they
right.
And what I like is that you guys have that 90-day, because you're saying 45 to 60 days. So it gives them another month to kind of see, where they're going.
Yes.
What is the average, I guess, number of months that your clients stay with you?
For the state of Texas, you can do, it has to be a 6-month agreement. After 6 months, they can do, if they're not quite there, they can do another 6 months. But for the average for us is like 4 to 6 months that they're with us.
Okay.
Yeah, and our goal is to actually get you out of our program within 4 months. But sometimes some profiles are actually more extensive, and it just takes some more time.
Yes.
So it's kind of like going into credit rehab.
Right.
Okay, so you mentioned your online website. It was, can you say that one more time?
KreditKleanse.com, and credit is KREDIT, cleanse KLEANS.com. SE.com.
And so what is the best way for someone watching this right now, wants to ask you questions, what is the best way that they can contact you?
Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
And we usually reply within less than 30 minutes.
Okay, and then on Facebook, all they have to do is search Kredit Kleanse.
Kredit Kleanse
Yes.
on Facebook, same thing on Instagram, spelled the same way.
Sounds good. Is there anything you want to share with not only residents, but other business owners out there? Do you help business owners as well?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We also have, which is business credit and funding. So a lot of small business owners don't even know about business credit. So they're doing everything and through their personal credit when that doesn't have to be the case, because business credit doesn't impact your personal credit at all if built correctly.
Okay. Okay, yes, because I've learned about that recently. CPA, make sure you separate everything. If you have a small
Yes.
business, make sure you separate your personal credit from your business credit.
Yes.
Because
yes.
if one is damaged, it doesn't.
Right.
Okay, so great.
And what is it that what is it that most business owners have currently? They use DBAs.
Mm-hmm.
And
right, what we're noticing currently is a lot actually are using a DBA, which is a sole proprietorship.
Mm-hmm.
So it still doesn't give you that protection. You honestly at least need to have like a LLC to differentiate between the two.
And how that works is exactly you can have a sole proprietorship to create a corporation, but that separation she was talking about is liability. So if you get sued or your business has to file bankruptcy, that actually flows to your personal credit report now, and it's a lot of work to get off. But if you have an LLC, it creates that degree of separation. So now the business is responsible for itself because it's a separate entity entirely. So that's something that we educate our business owners on. And also, if you don't have all of your paperwork together, making sure that you're listed on a 411, making sure that you are registered with the Secretary of State and have a business email, have a professional fax. All of these things, we educate you on it. We walk you through the process that actually leads to you getting funding, even for new businesses.
Right, because I'm sure there are new businesses who haven't even thought about these processes.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so for anyone who's watching who wants to start a new business, maybe now might not be the time to start, but then again, the opportunity, right?
Yes, yes.
If you need some advice, I guess you can say, on starting up your business, all that entails, I guess you guys will be able to kind of,
Yes, and we do have our free credit review when it comes to that's with your personal side. So even if you just wondering where do you stand, or you don't know where to even start when it comes to your credit, at least do a free credit review. We will go over the reports and tell you what's impacting your scores negatively. And as far as for the business side, if you're not sure that you have built it correctly, we also do the business consultation as well.
Okay. All right, that sounds wonderful. Do you guys have anything else to share before we close this out?
I said the last thing is education is important to us. So even if you're not quite sure about credit repair companies, if you had bad experiences, we still want you to learn. This is one of the most important assets that you have is your credit. So you should learn about it. So even if you just want some more information, reach out to us and we'll actually give you our free masterclass. So to actually break down what credit is, how we're able to do the things that we are, so you can still walk away with confidence having this information.
Okay, that's wonderful. And then again, we mentioned via Facebook or Instagram.
Yes.
What if they want to kind of do a face-to-face? Do you do any Skype or Zoom, anything?
Yes. We are virtually, so we do Zoom. Okay. And like I said, you can just get on there. Let us know that you would like to do a Zoom call. But when it comes to for our ones that are doing our DIY, they're doing it themselves, we actually do a free virtual coaching call to make sure that you're doing it correctly.
Right, and we'll create a stylized plan at that time to get you from point A to point B. So it's specifically for you and your situation.
Sounds great. Sounds great too. All right, Jhakeem, Kyra, thank you for hopping on the video interview with us.
Thank you.
And, hopefully we'll get some people to, you know, kind of call you to your credit gets repaired, right?
Right.
Well, other than that, you two stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you both later.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.